Hello and welcome to the most hated show in the black corner of the internet. I'm your host, the Whiteologist, Mr. Blows Your Minds, and this is Black Minds News. Black Minds News channel is to report, articulate, transmit, communicate, relay, unveil, decode, spread the news, whether it's by news, video, websites, or quotes from publication. As I articulate these information, I ask that the creator of the universe be here, heart, soul, mind, and spirit. Because why? The truth don't need no partner. As a descendant of the greatest people who created this land that we call the United States, we, the biological bloodline, historical people called the foundational Black Americans, we who call ourselves BADOS, Black American descendant of slaves, some say Black African descendant of slaves, others say ADOS, which is American descendant of slaves, we, the historical lineage children of today, give honor to our ancestors. And you know what my motto is? I'm never gonna tell you what I heard. I'm only gonna tell you what I know. We gonna talk about a brother who's been holding down. You know how if they say if your partner get popped, if the ship is going down, Reid is holding the fort down. So I, as Black Minds New, must recognize this brother and give him respect. Put some respect on his name. Put some respect on his name. This young brother is holding down when the whole league seemed to be everybody gave it up. As I talk about that BADOS and ADOS, this brother is holding it down, pride and all. Listen what he said in this article. Stay tuned for this broadcast. Hey, how's y'all doing? Again, this is your host, Mr. Blows Your Minds, and this is Black Minds News. Today's date is July 29th, 2019. First and foremost, I want to give honor and praise to my subscribers. I want to thank y'all for y'all participation and you subscribing to me, whether you're new fam and old fam. It's all good over here, we fam, and what I try to do is just try to bring something related to you on the daily. Sometimes we get into the thick of it, sometimes it's just news. This particular story has a lot to do with a lot. So, thank you for your participation as always. And passerbys, you should happen to pass by. This is the most hated show on the black corner of the internet. Go to the library, see something you should see. If you should happen to see something that makes you uncomfortable, not feeling too well, remember that this show motto is the truth don't need no partner. Let's get into this here, right? So let me show you, right? Let me give you the image of this brother here. This brother right here, right? Let me get this brother right here. See that brother right there? That brother, after his partner done been knocked out, buried and gone on, this is your real partner right there. He's still holding down the fort when everybody else decided it was over with. Where's the rest of the brothers in? Now again, I know that's just a picture you'll get to see, and I don't watch football. I've been watching football for a minute now. Maybe those who see, maybe you can write and tell me, is he the only one? But I know based on what this article I seen today, right? first give you a little background to this brother to show you this brother here is straight, pure. He is a DOS. Whether he would say black first or American first, but he is the epitome of what you and I and all of us, when we stand firm. Eric Todd Reid Jr., born December 10, 1991, right? Comes up out of Louisiana, huh? Eric Reid was born by his father was Eric Reid Sr. and his mother Sharon Reid out of Baton Rouge, Louisiana, right? So most likely we know for a fact, unless some other stuff should intervene, this is DOS bloodline, right? So, that's what this young brother said today. Again, he's born 91. So, most likely his parents probably a Generation X, right? 91. I mean, mom and dad is Generation X. A lot of people don't like talking about that Generation X because a lot of us survived through the crack era and still here today, and we still producing them seeds that, again, what the crack was there to try to break all that off. But we still standing strong, still producing the star seeds, the seeds that's going to make this thing change. So we see the Carolina Panther Eric Reid reveals when he will stop kneeling during the national anthem. Again, what he said he's going to reveal when he will stop kneeling during the national anthem. Now remember, Colin Kaepernick has been gone, right? You would think because Colin Kaepernick fell off to the side that the fight was over. See, the thing with Colin Kaepernick was, I'm hearing now they're talking about 100% ADOS, both parents, 4 grandparents, you understand? 100%, blood in, blood out. They said, talking about like mob do, Sicilian, huh? You can't be a made man unless you 100% cut. That don't mean that those who have, that don't mean they're just saying that you are not in the higher echelon of the circle when they're talking about certain things like that. This is the talk that's being happening these days, right? It's because, again, there's no wavering when you 100%. You don't waver when you 100%. Doesn't mean you're not loyal. It just means that sometimes when things get too hot, you can run up out of this situation and go up over here because I got a safety net over here. I got a life preserver over here, right? But we see this brother who plays for the Carolina Panthers. He's a defensive back. He had vowed to keep his kneeling during the national anthem this season. And he said he will not stop until he sees changes in the world he views as necessary. Let me say that again. This young brother here, Eric Reid, vowed to keep kneeling during the national anthem this season. And he said he will not stop until he sees changes in the world he views as necessary. Young brother, I don't know if you have to worry about the world. I just think you need to worry about United States. You understand? This is the place of origin of your journey, your history, where your blood comes from. The rest of the world, they got to fight their own battles. Again, a lot of people saying hold your own nuts, right? You're going to have to hold your own nuts. You got to fight, take your fight, and you fight for yours. We got our fight here, and you're doing a hell of a fight on a major platform, even though they won't give him the recognition because why? You are cut from that blood. This is why they won't give him that kind of, TV time. You get what I'm saying? He's going to get the article, but he ain't not going to get the TV time, and they ain't going to get too much focus on it, right? But Colin Kaepernick was kind of in a traitor position in the mind that they were looking at. They said, wait a minute, we took you in like a stray puppy. You were abandoned by your mom. Okay, well, we don't want to talk so much about him, but you had a nigger dad, and the nigger dad just didn't give 2 cents fuck about you. So he left you with your mom. Your mom could take it in. A good, wholesome white family brought you in, nursed you, put you, reared you, got you educated. If it wasn't for them, Colin, you would not be in the fucking NFL. And then you come around talking about something. You're a goddamn nigger. What the hell? See, that's what pissed them off. Let's keep that shit on. That's what pissed them the hell off, right? Because somehow niggas like, wait a minute, you biting the hand that feeds you. Then you see the Sandra Bullock movie. Then you see that movie where they took the nigga that was staying on the damn street and brought him in. And then look at him. Why you can't be the same way, Colin? Come on. Huh? What's all this? You're dressing like a Black Panther, afro all big. I mean, come on. You know nothing about that. Colin said, but it's in my blood, man. What you talking about? It's in my blood. Well, it wasn't there when we took you off the street. It wasn't there when you was living in there. You wasn't talking like that when you was around us. Yeah, but I found out, though, man. So anyway, see, but Eric Reid, he can't come to him like that because he's blood in, blood out. He's a ADOS, BAD, blood, not relation. Check that again. He is BADOS, ADOS, by blood, but not by relation. You know, like some people, again, have dual citizenship, right? Some nations say you can't have two citizenships, a dual citizenship, because we don't know who you're loyal to. You could be spying. Now, again, sometimes we can't trip on the cards that we've been dealt, right? And again, sometimes the cards, when you're playing poker, you have to play the hand that you got. That don't mean just because you got that hand, don't mean you got a bad hand. And we're not saying to dissociate from people who might be part this and part that. But again, the stance is much stronger when you 100. And that's what this brother is exuding to them. He's 100, and you don't want to talk to him because what he said is, again, why you going to put somebody in the White House who's supposed to represent and say he's a black American, but he didn't come from the cut cloth blood as we did. So his stance, his talk, what he stood for was not for us. So when you get somebody finally who's like this, you're going to avoid that. You're not going to try to talk to him, right? So he wants things in the world to change. Again, I say just keep it local, keep it national, keep it the nation, right? Now, again, where is your backup? Where's the other brothers in there? Now, again, I know they done doing it because, again, I don't watch football no more. Right? So he had told the Charlotte Observer, published that Sunday, that, he said there needs to be a few things that happen for him to stand during the national or the Star Spangled Banner, right? He said, if it comes a day that I feel like we address those issues and our people aren't being discriminated against or being killed over traffic violations, then I'll decide it's time to stop protesting. Let me say that again. If a day comes that I feel like we address those issues and our people aren't being discriminated against or being killed over traffic violations, then I'll decide it's time to stop protesting. And he said, I haven't seen that happen. So since I haven't seen that happen, guess what? I'm going to continue to kneel whether you like it or not. Now, he must have a contract, right? He wasn't, so he must got a contract. His contract either been renewed or still got some time on his contract. So either you could pay him out, but if we do that, then again, based on what happened with Colin, I'm pretty sure he can go ahead and get the check too, because whatever Colin got to get the check, he can get the check too, because he went down and he was side by side, Batman and Robin, Kato and the Green Hornet, you know what I'm saying? Oh shit, right? So he believes, this is what he says, that he believes that the U.S. is getting worse for African Americans. Is he lying about that? What we see again just on Black Minds News of the plethora of stories that I constantly show, just incidents where just seeing that people go all out their way to show their ass, to show their fame, to show their dislike, being disgruntled, being racial, right? All those things that they show on the daily that, again, like I said, this show go on 365 days. I come on every single day, 2, 3, 4 times a day, never run out of material because that's how much it is entrenched. It is the foundation. It is the spirit that is embodied in this nation, right? And we can act as if we don't. But see, this brother here got his head on right, and he got to commend parents who raised this young man, who instilled in this young man how this young brother know who he is, and he's standing in square strong. You understand? He said if he feels like we're going backwards, it feels like we're going backwards. Yeah. See? I don't know if it's really backwards. I just think it's just been, props. You know what I'm saying? Like they show the old Western movies. They ain't really was no Western town. It was just propped up to make the camera look like this was a real Western, this was a real setting. It was nothing but, props. So that's what was the whole thing about progress and change. It was all about props. To do a couple of this is if I give you this, but I'm going to take 3 steps back. For every step you take forward, we're taking 3 steps back. So now that we're here now in the future, looking back in the past, it looks like we haven't moved too much forward then from the past to where we are today. And so that's why you may see all of a sudden, when you're in a car and then you ride on the expressway and when you're a shorty and see a car and the car seem to be going backwards. You're like, you moving, but somehow the car seems like it's going backwards. You're like, I know there we moving, but the motion is because the truck or the car, or most likely it's a truck or a bus, seeing it, and it's actually going faster than you, and it makes you seem like you're not going nowhere, like you're not even moving, right? You remember those, right? You're going on them trips, right? He said, you like to think we're past certain things, the way we treat people. I thought we were at a time where you love your neighbors as yourself. But as I've studied history, see, right there, young man said, hey, see, you ain't going to run that game on me. You know why? I did my due diligence. I know what this game is. I done know what's been happening. It ain't about what you say. It's about what I know. Again, I ain't going to tell you what I heard. I'm only going to tell you what I know. And what he know is that he studied history. And the time when you love your neighbor, this is biblical. Now, again, this is probably a Christian nation. Right? Just like it's probably an English nation, too. But most of y'all may know or may not know, this nation doesn't have an official language. But yet you always hear certain people try to say, you need to speak English. Well, yes, the documents that run courts and the contracts, all that is English. But there is no official language of English because you're not in England. No, let's keep that shit behind it. You're not in England, right? And so Christianity is the same thing. A nation too. Say a Christian nation, but I don't think this is not a Christian nation either. So again, until you understand, read the history, then again, you just kind of fall for the props. And then you leave to your own understanding and your own interpretation and then allow you to move around like that and then playing games with you. This young brother said, no, I know my history, homie. He said, it hasn't repeated itself necessarily, but it is dressed like a different and acting the same. See? Kind of like wolf in sheep clothing, as they say, right? It's dressed up as a sheep. But underneath that sheep clothing, there's a wolf under there. Acting innocent. Acting like he's innocent and simple and, and non-threatening. But underneath that, it's a Trojan horse, right? He said it seems to be that way, but not necessarily it's all that way, but it seems to appear that way. They only born in 91. Some of us been around longer than that. And then again, we may say, yeah, you about right, homie, but it's a little bit more than that, son. So we see that Reid signed with the Panthers during the 2018 season, right? So last season he signed with them. He was one of the first players to support Colin Kaepernick. And when he first started kneeling during the national anthem to draw attention to the perceived. Now look at the article. The article said perceived racial injustices see, you got to watch these people, man. What do you mean perceived? You mean to tell me that these incidents that we constantly talk about, these are perceived? Oh, I get why they say perceived. You know why they say perceived? Is because when they go into the judicial system, and the judicial system will come out and render them that this case, these individuals have been exonerated, makes that, see, they're not guilty. See, now again, when the deck, it's like, again, I'm going to say hypothetically speaking. Let's say hypothetically, you're in Vegas. And you really think when you go to Vegas that it's just a game of poker or game of blackjack, and you're playing against the dealer, right? And the dealer is in business there to just, play. If you win, take the money. It's okay. We're here to let people win. Is Vegas, what business is in business to give money away? So you mean to tell me there's nothing somewhere that the way that, again, maybe they printing their own money in the back, so they never gonna run out of money. So the thing is, can you ever beat the house, right? So that means that the house is already rigged to always win. Because again, anybody know when you from the street, going into the crap game, big bank gonna always take little bank, because I got more opportunities to get back your money and less short money. We get up out of this and man, I got to go. And now, nigga, you got to let me try to win my money back, nigga. You know, you understand? But as long as you gonna keep playing the game, you could get me, but then I got enough money to keep till I get my money back. So if I'm printing money, ain't no way you finna get up out of here with all my money. You know what I'm saying? You might get up out of here with some of the money, but you're not finna get up out of here with all my money. The day we see him up coming in and break Vegas, huh? You know that ain't happening. So in the sense of that right there, that's what he's saying, right? So it's perceived in a way that you say racial. It's never perceived. It is what it is. It's only the perception of you who are viewing that don't want to be found guilty. You have every, you know what I'm saying, trying to catch a damn piece of slime or something, right? Just constantly sipping out of your damn hand. Never can get cornered, right? It's never perceived. It is or it's not. It's like in the movie Amistad, right? Remember when he was interpreting the Cinque, and Cinque was talking to the white dude, and the white dude was talking to Cinque, and the dude was like, well, you say, are you going to have it? He's like, well, he said, I could. He said, there's no word in our language for could. It's either you do or you don't, right? There is no shoulda or coulda, if. You understand? It's direct. It's yes or no. Anything between is playing the game, right? So when you say perceive, that's kind of like playing in the middle. Is it or is it not? See? And so, oh man. So, you know, again, we see that Reid played 13 games for the Panthers last season. He recorded 71 tackles and 1 interception. So he's still high productive in that. But again, the stance that this brother is taking got to be commended for the stance he's taken. Because he knows after this contract and stuff is over with him, creator given that nothing should befall him and he gets hurt or nothing like that. But he has to be, we have to recognize that this young brother has took the stance even when everybody else felt like, no, that's the kind of soldier you want. That's the kind of cat you want on your team. That is the kind of, you understand? That's the individual. This young man, this is the type of, if you're a father and got a daughter, this is the type of mug that you would want your daughter to have. So when you going to produce, this is the kind of, if you got a daughter and he's coming home to you, that's the kind of cat you want. You feel what I'm saying? Brother Eric Reid, Brand, more power to you, man. BDOS, BADOS to ADOS, salute to you and to yours. And stay strong, young brother. Black Minds News will steadily consider to watch what you do. And again, this is Black Minds News. Just want to bring this forth to, again, bring some light to the fact that this brother here, Eric, you know what I'm saying, Eric Reid is doing some of the, you know, things that is not something common today. People are quick to get off it because, again, if everybody else doing this, I don't want to be the only one doing that. It seems like I'm wrong because everybody else is doing that. No, everybody else don't have what it takes in you. You are built. You were made this. You are made man. You are made BADOS. You are made ADOS. And we are proud to have you as with us. So this is Black Minds News. And before we get up out of here, let me go ahead because I know I haven't been doing that. Some of y'all been running up out of here, not giving me, not letting me hold nothing. What kind of people is y'all, right? So let me do this and be right back on out of here. And again, before I get up out of here, I want to say, everybody, peace, love, and all that good stuff. Greet university to one another. What's good, brother? What's good, sister? Take all this this hate out your heart. Everything seems like, again, on the team we on, we don't have a lot of alliances. So we recognize that we only got each other and the family is all we got. And sometimes you may have be brothers from a different mother and sisters from a different father. But when it's all come collectively, we are one. Huh? We are one. Not today. We are one, right? So with that being said, to the next show, y'all. Peace, love. And Eric Reid, man, that that brings a smile, should bring a smile to y'all heart. Peace, love, y'all. To the next one.